we're going to be ranking all the maps in Battlefront Renegade Squadron for PSP, obviously from worst to best. Now, a lot of these maps are ported from Battlefront 2 and potentially Battlefront 2 PSP, but a bunch of them obviously aren't, and they play differently. They go different things because they have to compress them or whatever else, so they're a little bit different than counterpart. But anyways, we're going to find out that they are not exactly the same. So anyways, let's do this! And starting off, in my opinion, the worst map in this game would actually have to be Mos Eisley or Tatooine, however you want to say it, alright? It might sound strange to some people because, you know, I put it so high in Battlefront 2, but like, here's the thing, it just like, I don't know, it just does not work in this map. It just feels like things are just randomly placed all over the place, and it's just like you go in random directions, and it's just, oh my, it's such a downgrade from the original Mos Eisley map we had in Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. I don't know what happened to it, man, but I'm really not a fan. Geonosis. Taking a map from Battlefront 2 and somehow making it worse, which was already a map from Battlefront 1 that they somehow made worse. And like, yeah, I don't know how they made this map worse though. It's just, man, it just sucks in this game. It's literally just an open field, and that's the entire map. There's just nothing to it. There's a couple places to cover, and like, that's it. That's all you got. The whole map's just an open field, and you just die. So yeah, what a terrible map. Base is a map that it feels like it was made because of how limiting the PSP was, or because the developers thought, wouldn't it be so cool if we had a map just set inside of Echo Base? And it seems cool, but it's not. It's just a part of Hoth from Battlefront 2, and it's just so lame. It's just a couple corridors and then an open field, and there you go. That's it. That's the whole map. And I know that some Battlefront maps are like that. I just don't like this one, okay? So if you don't like it, that's too bad for you. I don't know if it's just me, but like, Boz Pity just seems like one of the most unbalanced maps of all time. Like, it feels so one-sided for the Empire because how good it is with just the AT-AT, you know what I mean? You just shred through the rebels. And even though it's unbalanced, it is kind of fun. And like, I know that you make the argument that the Rebels tank thing isn't that bad and it's actually pretty good. But like, here's the thing, most of the time you're playing bots for this game, and you're just going to destroy when you're in an AT-AT, alright? So it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of unbalanced. It's a weird map, you know, it's fun, it's just a really weird map. I feel like it could work out well if this was on a console game, and you'll be hearing that quite a lot in this list. Sheik is the same classic map from Battlefront 2, a really fun map, but it's got one major problem in this game, and that's the draw distance just sucks, man. You can't see anything in this map. You can see like 2 feet in front of you, but other than that, it's just impossible. And like, the defense part is gone because of that. The command post up top is gone, and it feels like there's less command posts. And actually, I think there is less command posts in this map. And I don't know, it's just not as chaotic as it was in like the original Battlefront 2 on consoles. You know what I mean? It's still fun, just very limiting, very disappointing. I know this is a PSP game, so they had to limit it down, but still. Okay, so now we're finally getting onto a good map here, starting off with Caribbean, I think is how you say it, or Caribbean, I don't know. But there's no pirates here, which is a good thing, I guess. But yeah, no, this map's kind of cool. I like the flow of it. The command posts are in good positions, a lot of battles, and it's just like, it's fun. It's a fun map overall. It's pretty good. It'd be a lot better on a console game, and again, you're gonna be hearing that quite a lot. Kyoto has a similar problem to Kashyyyk, but it's not as impactful as it is on Kashyyyk. And yeah, so in other words, it's basically the exact same map it was in Battlefront 2, just a little bit more limiting because, you know, you're on the PSP and all that. So it's still pretty good. It's just like, it's not as good as it was on console, which is understandable, you know, but it's still like, it's still fun. Old Mantell is like Bose in a lot of ways, but I mean, it's just it's a lot of fun, although not perfect in some of the times. I feel like you just don't see any enemies, at least if you play with the computers. The layout's good, lots of good encounters, and it's not too unbalanced. Yavin 4 is similar to the Battlefront 2 version, and I actually also say the Battlefront 1 version, but there's one big problem, is that the back part where you can flank and just do some fun things and just do speed racing stuff, which I used to do when I was a kid, you can't really go there, which is kind of lame, so, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's still a pretty good map. Other than that, I don't have much more to say about it. It's just Yavin 4. You know how Yavin 4 works. Lots of open areas, lots of trees, lots of annoying stuff to get through. Good command post. It's a good map overall. It's just not my personal favorite, but it's still a good map. And in this game, it's better than most of them. So there you go. Endor is like the Elite Squadron version of this map. I like parts that are open, and I like the tree village thingies where you can snipe in that. It just gives like different. It just gives a different flow and different places to go in the map. It's kind of cool. I like that. I like it's different from like the console version, which is a gigantic field with all this other shit going on at the same time. It's kind of nice being more condensed instead of just this huge shit show. But yeah, it's not a bad map. It's just not. It's good actually, but it's just, you know, we're still kind of just, the maps are just fine. They haven't really gone any better than fine. You know what I mean? Mustafa is good in this game. It's like the console version, almost 1-to-1. A couple of limitations here and there. Rooms cut out, command posts cut out, and the most important thing that they cut out though was the bridge. Why is the bridge not there? What? But aside from that, it's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. I do like it. This map always is fun. It's a bit chaotic at times, but you know what? That's Battlefront, sometimes chaotic. And it's just a good map overall, to be honest with you. I do wish the bridge was in it though, because you know, that's the GOAT of this map. Solist, I think is how you say it, is a pretty cool map, a neat environment. I like how it looks. I like that you don't get many maps like this in Battlefront, and it just plays well. I hope we can get more of this in Battlefront. Oh wait, we don't ever get Battlefront. Naboo is just Naboo Theed again. You can never go wrong with this map, to be honest with you. Although it doesn't play as good on a PSP with a single analog stick as it does on consoles, it's still a really fun map. It's chaotic. That you got that one command post in the back that's just impossible to capture most times. On this, absolutely nobody's watching, of course. You know how this map works, and I don't know if the AI glitch work is in this map or not. I didn't see it, but maybe it happens. I'm not sure if it does. And then bottom. Hoth is almost the best map in this game because, I mean, it's Hoth. How can you go wrong with it? It's almost the exact same Hoth that we had in the Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. A couple of differences here and there, of course, but still just a blast to play. Just like, you know, doing the kamikaze runs with your ship, or just being an Empire and just destroying with the Walker if the enemy team doesn't know how to take you down. You know what I mean? And just so many different places to go, and it's such a good map. I love Hoth. It's so much fun. It's even fun in this game, to be honest with you. It's not, obviously it's not as good. Once again, limited of the PSP. You know what? PSP game on the go, this would be, oh man, this would be the go-to. Best map in this map, at least according to me, would have to be Salukami. It's just a cool map, and I know it's shocking that I have a new map on here, not an old map. And that's also because I feel like this map just plays better with the Renegade Squadron, PSP playstyle, whatever you want to call it, right? I really do enjoy it though. It's a cool map. I like having it in the city, and I wish they did more maps like this in cities and Battlefront, you know what I mean? Like Mos Eisley, Battlefront 1, and especially Battlefront 2, the GOAT, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just so much fun. Great map. It works so well. Such a good playstyle for it, and it's just fun, man. I like it. It's a good map. Well, thank you all for watching this other PSP Battlefront video on Renegade Squadron. Let me know what you all think of it down below and how wrong my opinions are. I didn't grow up playing this game, so I'm not super nostalgic for it. I did play it a little bit on the PSP back when I got one in high school, many years after the PSP was out, when the Vita was out, and I played this game. And I thought it was pretty cool, but I didn't really get into it because I just thought to myself, why don't I just play the console version? So, you know, so yeah, I didn't really see much of a point, but yeah, no, it's a cool map. And maybe I don't have the best opinion because, again, I'm not the biggest Renegade Squadron fan in the entire world. But you know what? If you guys like it, let me know what you think down in the comments below. And thank you for watching. I will see you all on the next one.